There you go. Okay, all right. We got proof right there.
That seems like he's asleep. Need you to wake up, Gilbert. There's a lot of energy.
Come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Come on. Dan and Dago is at Moe's.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I got it right.
Okay, that's it. You guys, I am done with mine, but that's couldn't get better than a 2026 6th-round pick swap for a 7th-rounder. So
Freaking love you, Chad.
Hey, dude. Cool, man.
Compas on the beat, man. Derwin James signing off, man. Watch Compas on the beat, man.
Welcome, everybody, to What's Up, Bolts. I'm Fernando Ramirez. Appreciate everybody for jumping on today. I know Thursday Night Football is about to begin, but you guys have been hounding me all week about, hey, no, Dan, it doesn't matter. Get a co-host. Get somebody who can come in and help you out because it's a big game this weekend. Well, this Monday, obviously, with the Chargers playing the Eagles. And I thought to myself, I was like, who would be a good person to bring in? Somebody who could obviously bring the takes, bring the jobs, the Rhim. I shouldn't even come that route. But ladies and gentlemen, I am welcoming in a friend of the show, a compa of the show. You guys know him. You guys love him. You guys like to tease him on social media anytime he releases something interesting on social media. But ladies and gentlemen, it is ESPN's Kris Rhim. Yeah.
What's cracking? Well, you got me?
How are you? Yeah, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good. Happy to be here. Always
appreciate you coming on. Man, on Monday I announced, I'm like, somebody said Dan is at Camp Rock. It's more like Camp Hell for him. But on Monday, Angel was one of the first ones. On Monday, I was like, hey, don't know if Dan's not coming on. I don't know if we're gonna do a preview show. And Angel and some of the other people were like, no, you have to do one. You have to do one. So had to get Kris to jump on with me. Kris, how's everything been going with you? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good with me, man. You know, it's always good to live in a place where in December you can wear a hoodie and you might be hot. You know, you might be hot if you wear a hoodie. So LA is amazing. Southern California is amazing.
We can't complain. Obviously, Kris, the big news. There's two big pieces of news. One was you shot a video of this today. Go check out at Kris Rhim 1. This is a video of Justin Herbert throwing some passes with that glove. Obviously, we all saw the other day with against the Raiders what happened with Justin and the way he banged his hand and everything. But obviously, we've heard it all week. Jim has said it. Greg Roman said it. Justin said it. They're optimistic. That's the word of the week. Optimistic that he will play on Monday. But it seems basically like obviously that's the way they're leaning. Just what are some of your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. So Justin has missed 4 games ever in his career, and it was for a broken index finger in his throwing hand. He hasn't missed games for fractured rib cartilage. The only for finger broken in his left hand. The only times he's missed practice because of an injury was with the fractured rib cartilage and then with the fractured finger in his left hand. And he played in both instances. He missed practice yesterday, but practice today, obviously, was out there throwing. Derwin said he looked good. I think – and another thing is the Chargers are always cautious about what injury-related updates they give us, right?
Yeah.
But with this injury, even Justin himself, Jim Harbaugh comes out and says, we are optimistic he's going to play.
The good doctor, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, the guy who always tells us he's never a doctor is all of a sudden a doctor. Then Justin Herbert says, I'm preparing as if I'm playing Monday. He says it again on Wednesday. Today, Greg Roman says we're optimistic he's going to play. So unless this is some kind of the craziest smokescreen of all time, I have no concern about if he's going to play.
Yeah.
So I think the news of the day is that, and I believe he's going to play.
Kris, look at this. Senor Vivmoz from Canada. Guys, you cannot complain. It's already negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit here tonight.
Oh no, I was not complaining. By the way,
No, I know. No, I know you're not complaining. That's why you said I can't complain. But Senor Vivmont just updating us how cold it is in Canada.
Yeah, bro, we need to get out, bro. Actually, stay over there, man. It's not that great over here either. You know what I'm saying? We got other problems. We got other problems.
Dépêche-toi, Senor Vivmont. Allez. There you go. I sometimes throw my French at him. The other big part of today.
French. I'm about to say I'm doing French Duolingo.
So am I.
Yeah, so I'm early though. You got to be Duolingo friends. We got to start a streak.
I know. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right here. Yeah, there's a. I met somebody from Montreal.
Oh, really? What's her name?
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Comment s'appelle?
Yes. Bonjour.
Exactly. Kris, the other big news, and I think I was stunned by it. I'm sure you were stunned when you checked your phone. No Jalen Carter on Monday. Is that the biggest Christmas gift that anybody could give the Chargers, especially with, obviously, we've all taken notice. I know everybody keeps on saying what a great game Bradley Bozeman had on Sunday, but I mean, we all know the level of competition that they played. Now look at the level of competition they're gonna play. I mean, that's a huge gift for them to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jalen Carter, I think obviously he's one of the better interior D linemen in the league, especially like getting to the passer. And the Chargers interior has been a weak point for them, somewhat of the team's Achilles heel this season. So I would say that this is an early Christmas gift. Obviously, you hope Jalen Carter gets well, and you hope it's nothing serious for a great young player. But yeah, for sure, this and Lane Johnson, probably won't play. Like this is a great scenario for the Chargers. Like Jalen's their best defender. Quinyon maybe is their best defender, but him or Quinyon. Cooper's good. Yeah, Cooper's great too. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's great. Whenever a team's one of their best players is out, you know what I mean. You got a big advantage, man. Especially,
especially with all that we've obviously been made of that. But the other thing is that because of how much attention he takes away from certain offensive lines, Jordan Davis, other guys, or Brandon Graham are able to come open. So those aren't going to be an issue. I mean, that's not going to be as big of an issue this Monday night. But what's one of your, like, I wrote about my level of concern, obviously, is we all saw what the Raiders were trying to do with Justin. The guys kept on running right by, trying to smack his hand and trying to get little ticky-tacky things like that. But I feel like this weekend, I mean, this Monday, especially with no Jalen Carter, you're gonna have to run the hell out of that football. It seems like that, because that's another thing that he's really good at. But it seems like running of the football. And with that, I ask you, still in a yellow jersey, what has Jim kind of said about Omarion?
Jim said nothing, per usual. But I think that he didn't even know if Omarion was going to be in a yellow jersey or not yesterday. But I think that with Omarion, I couldn't tell you what's going to happen, because being in a yellow jersey on Thursday and Wednesday, Quentin was in a yellow jersey today too, and I'm not that concerned. They'll practice. This is essentially like the first week of practice. So think of yesterday as nothing, right? So it's not that concerning that he's in a yellow jersey today. If he's still in a yellow jersey tomorrow, then that might be a little more concerning. But I mean, he told us today, like, I want to play, like, I'm eager to play. But he's listening to the medical staff. We just saw the Chicago Bears, who have a much better line than the Chargers, dominate the Eagles up front with Jalen Carter. They were blowing them off the line of scrimmage. They had two guys over 100 yards rushing. So if they can run the ball, I believe they're going to try to. But the Chargers, their run game, they haven't been able to hang their hat on it. It's fluctuated, from bad to good. So, when they can run the ball, they win. So they definitely should try to exploit that, considering how well Chicago did. Oh, and Herbert was staring me down.
Because he saw your camera as soon as he. By the way, like, supposedly this is the way Herbert was walking onto the field today. I don't know. Oh shit, where is it? Right there. This is how Herbert was walking onto the field.
This guy.
Dude, I did not know I was gonna get like 65 likes on that GIF I sent. I was like, oh, I was doing it for shits and giggles, and all these people liked it. I was like, wow, because ever since he got drafted, everybody said, oh, he looks exactly like Anakin Skywalker. He's Anakin Skywalker, and I just start laughing. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. But what's obviously, like you said, the run game has kind of been up and down. Like, it's like when they win, they do really well with the run game. When they lose, the run game is like non-existent against the Jaguars, non-existent against the Colts, non-existent. And I mean, the Colts game and the Jaguars game, they got down early. So obviously running the football kind of hurts, but I feel like they're going to have to lean on that this week, especially with what's going on. But offensively, what's one of your concerns about this team going into this? Because this is a pretty big game, especially with the Bills play the Bengals, the Colts and the Jaguars play each other. Like if the Bengals are able to beat the Bills, and then obviously the Jaguars beat the Colts, that means, and the Chargers win this game, they could essentially have a 1-game lead over all these things, because we all know that game on Sunday night is going to be crazy between Kansas City and Houston. Houston could potentially catapult themselves into the playoff picture this weekend with a big win in Kansas City. Kansas City's already down 3 offensive linemen, but what's one cause of concern on the offensive side of the football?
I think I'd say the biggest cause of concern on the offensive side of the football is just it's the line. It's the line.
Yeah.
It's are they going to be able to protect Justin, especially now, because one wrong hit with Justin, and Trey Lance is on the field. So I think that that will be my biggest concern. I mean, Jamari looked great against the Raiders. Again, the line as a whole looked great against the Raiders, but again, it's the Raiders. One thing that the Chargers have done this season, and really under Jim Harbaugh, is beat up on bad teams for the most part. Like they take advantage of bad teams. Defense takes advantage of bad QBs. And then when they play good, above average to good, unless it's the Broncos, they tend to not be that team. So that's you're coming on a stretch, right, where you got Jalen Phillips on the Eagles, you got Nolan Smith, then you got Quinnen Williams, you got Houston. I don't even want Will Anderson. Then you got Benito, Denver, Carlos. You got Chris Jones. We'll see. The biggest concern though is the O-line, man. Like it's been a mess all year, and they found their 5. They say this is our 5. Can those 5 stay on the field? Can those 5 keep 10 upright? We'll see.
Did you buy the whole Jamari was working through something, that's why we didn't plug him at left? Or because I kind of was like, we've all known this though. I didn't really completely buy it because they traded for two guys.
Yeah, so
Austin and Trevor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about Austin. Yeah, right. They traded, but they traded with Trevor during the season, right? So
yeah.
So I don't know. I think like you, I was a little skeptical of that. I think they were overthinking things instead of playing a guy that they had. But Jamari was definitely working through something from
early in the season. Yeah,
like midway through the season, he had an injury. I think maybe it was like 5 to 7 or something. But Jamari was active. And they had a bunch of linemen, there were injuries to the line, and a bunch of guys.
Yeah, that Vikings game, they activated Pipkins, but they still had Bobby Hart playing. It was something to that extent.
Yeah. So yeah, I like you. I don't completely buy it. I think they were overthinking it a bit, and Jim admitted to that a little bit. But yeah, again, I also don't. I think Jamari's best at tackle, but people next week, if Jamari plays bad, people are going to be saying, okay, let's try somebody else.
Yeah.
So
they're out of options now, though. There ain't nothing else you can plug in there. There's nobody coming through that door that's gonna be able to do anything.
Yep.
There was something else on the offensive. Oh, so Bobby Hart basically lost his spot. I'm guessing back like Trey Pipkins came back and took his spot. And now it's Trey Pipkins the rest of the guy. I thought Bobby Hart was actually playing decent until he got hurt in Tennessee.
I thought Bobby Hart was good too, but I think his health. He lost his injury to health. They don't want to switch it up. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But I thought Bobby was playing well.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I feel like Herbert and Jalen Carter have taken the spotlight, I guess, through have taken the spotlight away from the defensive side of the football for the Chargers and the offensive side for the Eagles. Obviously, the last 2 games, AJ Brown has put up stats, but they've lost. And in the previous games before that, he wasn't putting up stats, and they were winning games. What do you think the Chargers need to do on defense to kind of frustrate the because I think if you get AJ Brown frustrated, if you get Jalen kind of frustrated, I feel like that kind of helps. Obviously, the big key is stopping Saquon. Saquon has only had 1 good game this year, and it's been against the Giants. But what do you think is something that the Chargers need to do to kind of frustrate the Eagles offense?
I think, and somebody asked, is there any news on Hampton? We did just talk about it, but Omarion wants to play. He was in the yellow jersey today. I just saw a comment. That's why.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, but no, he wants to. Omarion
this is your show. You can do whatever you want.
Omarion wants to play, but he's waiting for the doctors. He was in the yellow jersey. Got 2 more days of practice to figure it out. So no news on Hampton, but yeah, I mean, in order to stop the Eagles, I mean, you just gotta the line. Their line isn't great this year. That's why they can't run the ball. I mean, especially in run blocking, they miss Mackay. They miss Lane Johnson. They're banged up. So their line has not moved bodies in the way they've been able to move bodies the last few seasons. So it's not that Saquon's lost a step. It's just their line's not good. So to answer your question, I think the Chargers got to be themselves. We saw a bunch of different fronts last week. Dayon on the edge a lot of cover 0. I don't know if they'll run, do that same type of situation here, but just have to be themselves, I think. And the Eagles don't do a lot of like trickery, like Jacksonville, Liam Cohen. It's a lot of misdirections, a lot of stuff where your eyes are going there. Commanders, it's a bunch of stuff that's happening to your eye. The Eagles play pretty straight up, and that's what's been the criticism of their offense, right? It's like, we're running right here, we're coming right here, so it's just like, am I better than you? Kind of.
That kind of plays into the Chargers' hands a little bit. I mean, what screwed them over are the offensive geniuses that obviously do a bunch of that. Like Liam Cohen's had Jesse Minter's number the last 2 years. Like he did a number on them last year when he was with Tampa. This year he did a number on them with Jacksonville. So that's kind of what tricks them, I think, a little bit. I think a team like Philly that's just straight up, okay, we're going to do this. You know what we're going to do. Let's see if you can defend it. I mean, that's obviously it's a little arrogant, but it'll play kind of into the Chargers' hands, I feel like, especially with some of the players that they have. I mean, they're going to have to count on Khalil. By the way, I think this defense, especially, I mean, let's exclude the Jacksonville game, but ever since Deshaun Hand came back, this defense has looked a lot more stout. It's looked a lot more sure of itself. And I feel like the defensive line has been playing well. The pass rushing has been playing well as well. I mean, Khalil Mack, Thule, 10 sacks in 1 year. I mean, I know that Khalil and everybody said on Sunday that they expected this from Thule, but I think he was even a little bit surprised about the way he's played this year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Thule's a baller. Thule's emerging. He's the future of that age group, man. He's got a lot of confidence now. He's got a lot of he's just a really good player. He got a lot of moves. He's comfortable inside, outside. He's just a dominant force, man. He's coming into his own.
Yeah. No, and the issue I think with the Eagles is going to be that right side of the offensive line. Like you said, no Mekhi Becton, Lane Johnson hasn't practiced. So I feel like because against the Raiders, what they were doing a lot was putting Khalil on one side and they were putting Khalil on one side and they were putting Thule right next to him to bull rush. So I thought that was pretty creative the way they were doing that. So what do you feel like? What have you thought about Jalen's season so far this year?
Jalen, why is my favorite?
My bad. Hurts.
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, my bad.
I think Jalen is.
They seem frustrated.
I think the issue with the Eagles offense is partly what I said, right? Like it's not a lot of creativity. It's a lot of like there's not a lot of routes from the games I've watched that like go over it's a lot of like 2 years ago where it was like these standard basic routes that aren't necessarily like they're not creative. There's not a lot of motion. I think I saw a graphic like they run more like hitches, I think, than anybody in the league. Like it's such a drastic, like I think they're like 25%. No one is like even close. And then on top of that, Jalen's super inconsistent. Like that Bears game, he was, he missed some throws, he made some bad decisions. I think Jalen's a good quarterback. And I think one of his strengths is that he doesn't turn the ball over. But he doesn't in part why he doesn't turn the ball over is because I don't want to say he's afraid, but he's not putting it in harm's way much, which frustrates his receivers, right? Like Justin, he doesn't usually turn the ball over, but this year he turned the ball over. But part of that is because he's willing to fire the ball into tight windows. He's willing to try his guy in double teams or, stuff like that, right? So, yeah, I would say Jalen, we know what his ceiling kind of looks like. It's the player that we've seen in the last 2 Super Bowls the Eagles have played in. And then his floor is some of what we see this season, like that Bears game where he just, I think it's a 4th down. He just misses Devontae Smith behind him. He has got it up the seam too. So yeah, and he also lacks a little bit in the running game. I think he I don't know if he's injured but not that he can't run.
Yeah, it seems
but he used to be more. Yeah, he doesn't seem as quick.
He doesn't seem as sure about his offensive line as he has in the past.
Yeah.
Like last year, I thought because multiple times, I remember in that Rams playoff game, he would run behind Mekhi. So would Saquon. They would run behind Mekhi and he would open up lanes for them. And it just doesn't seem like those lanes are there this year. So it has been interesting to see them. I also feel like the whole team is just frustrated this year. They just seem really frustrated.
Because the offense sucks. Yeah. So like,
when
the
fan base is my bad. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when you have Saquon, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, like you shouldn't you should be putting up more points. Yeah.
Well, and this fan base, I know you're from Philly and everything. No offense, but like to egg the OC's house, like I'm like, dude, come on. Like to me, obviously to me, it's funny as shit. Like, but it's like, come on, like, why are we doing that? But it just when I heard the report, I kind of chuckled, and I think somebody on First Take was like, "This is not funny," and I'm like, "Oh, I thought they were directly talking at me because I kind of laughed at it." But all right, in the last guys, if you guys have any questions for Kris, is that cool? In the last 2-3 minutes, if they have any questions, shoot off some questions. Senor Vivement sent what would you do with Oweh? Would you predict a reasonable payday for him? I think it's going to be based on how he finishes the season, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a little early on a Dolphin. I don't know what he would get. I'm trying to think.
Because he's had 4 sacks in 6 games, which it's good, but like in some of these, like Jacksonville, he was kind of non-existent against the Raiders. Right. He really didn't do anything. I think it's been 7 games actually. But if he just needs to show up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what a Dolphin. I'd have to look at the what other edge rushers his age make like at this or like with his type of production. I think to give you like a better perspective on that. But yeah, also we gotta see how he finishes the year. Like if he gets if he gets like 8 sacks over the rest of the 4, well, not 4, but yeah, if he gets like 8 sacks or something over the rest of the season, that might change things. That's
huge. Yeah, no, exactly. Guys, if you guys have any further questions, it's funny. The last 3 weeks, I've kind of been I've been on the Dallas Cowboys bandwagon, and they've won the last 2 games. Tonight, I was like, okay, this is my last time tonight I went the Cowboys as well. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can go 3 for 3 with them. But who's been your surprise team this year?
The Bears, I think, for sure. Yeah, the Bears being 9-3 is super surprising to me, especially when like
number 1 seed.
Yeah, they're the number 1 seed, and like the quarterback's not necessarily lighting it up. I think both.
Thank you for saying that, by the way, because I get hate, or Gilbert and I get hate because we're like, he's not doing anything incredible. Like, he's not Patrick Mahomes Jr. or anything. Like, he's doing a good job, but
there's a bunch of stats. There's a bunch of stats that say like this is the best team in like recent years with this bad quarterback play. Not that he's been awful, but his completion percentage bottom of the league.
But he hasn't been special.
Like, yeah, but he also. I mean, there's an argument that, like, has he been good? Like, there's an argument to be made. Like,
he doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, right. Like he's doing enough. Yeah, he's doing enough.
Yeah. So the Bears. Okay, what? Who's been your most? Oh, the Chiefs. I'm guessing. Has that been your most disappointing team, or do you have somebody else?
Most disappointing team?
Yeah.
My most disappointing team. I think the Chiefs are kind of. Well, I don't want to say it's somewhat predictable, but yeah, I guess they could be the Chiefs. Honestly, probably the Commanders. Honestly, Commanders.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
because even when Jaden was there, they weren't that great. But like, I just thought they were a team that was going to be, exciting this season, especially after last year, and they haven't been. So yeah, I'd say them. I think that
Angel, it's Kris, but I'm going to show you this anyway. Do you think AJ Brown will go off on Monday?
Maybe. I mean, he's been going off.
That's better for the Chargers if he goes off. They've lost 2 in a row when he goes off.
Yeah, he's been going off in recent weeks. So, I think there's a high. Yeah, there's a chance he could. Who's the best receiver the Chargers played this year? Like, who is? I don't even know who that. It would be Cortland Sutton.
We get that at the same time.
Yeah, DK Metcalf. They didn't play.
I mean, I guess DK.
Yeah, I don't think DK is better than Cortland. I mean, maybe he is. I mean, maybe
no, he's not. Is DK? Oh, who would you rather have? DK?
Justin Jefferson, but
but I mean,
Carson.
But then he had a crutch at quarterback.
Yeah. So I'll say this is the best. Yeah, this is the best. This is going to be the best Jacoby Myers. This is going to be the biggest challenge for sure at receiver that they faced. And it'll be interesting to see how because they rotate at corner, but Dante Jackson, man, he's been playing really well. Like, it's making me wonder if they should just leave him on the field. Because, or maybe if the limited time he's, the rotating is helping his play, but man, you have a guy that's good, man. You gotta just keep him on.
It's been a weird rotation. Like, it feels like Tarheeb got hurt, and they haven't really, like, I don't know if they're slowly bringing him on, but I mean, I saw him a little frustrated on Sunday. Like, I don't know. That cornerback rotation's been interesting. As of late. Yeah. Khalil Mack. I think this is too early to kind of ask if. I mean, who knows? Khalil's different. Like, that dude. I'm sure he's going to see at the end of the season where these guys are at. Like, if they lose the last 5 in a row, I'm sure he'd be like, you know what? Maybe I go somewhere else and I try and get it there. But
I think Khalil. I think. I didn't mean to cut you off. What did you say?
No, you're good. You're good. That's all you.
I was going to say, I think Khalil. One thing I'll say about Khalil is that he really wants to win here. Like, he came back.
Yeah.
He didn't ask out or ask to leave. He took a pay cut after the Chargers went 5-12. So, I mean, obviously he's 2 years older than when that happened. But like, he's not the kind of, like, Khalil could have left and went to a bunch of contenders ahead of this season, but he doesn't want to win that way. Like, he's never won a playoff game. He wants to win a Super Bowl, but he wants to win a Super Bowl in a way that is fulfilling to him and where he feels like he built something like at an organization. So I think he really, really, really wants to do it here. And Khalil genuinely believes that the Chargers can do it. So I say that the chances are high that he would want to run it back. But
Yeah.
again, like Fernando just said, like if they lose out or if they lose again in like a blowout fashion or something, like at some point he might look up and say, "Hey man, like I might have to go somewhere else. Like it doesn't look like here for me." But he really wants to do it here, man. Every time I talk to him, he wants to do it here.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse's asking, with TJ playing the way he is Bridges back to healthy scratch for the Bridges? Wait,
What?
who's Bridges? I think he's talking about what's his name? The 27 Mickens. I think he's talking about Mickens.
He's talking about he's thinking of Triquez Bridges.
Yeah, but I think he's thinking of RJ Mickens. Because
he's thinking of Mickens.
I think it's Tony Jefferson.
Yeah. He's thinking of Mickens, but he's also thinking of Triquez, the guy they drafted.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so. I don't think that means
no. They like him. I think they like RJ a lot.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I mean, they just played last time, so probably just means more.
Angel. No, I don't think Joey Bosa ever comes back. I think. I think that's it. Last question for you. Have you watched Monsters Inc? I know you guys asked Jesse Minter that, but have you watched Monsters Inc?
Duh, obviously.
Are you going to be watching it on like the simulcast on your laptop on Monday or no?
Of course, I watch anything ESPN broadcast.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I know you watch the game on your laptop.
That was sarcasm, brother. That was sarcasm. I'm not.
No, I know it is, but I'm just saying like, are you gonna see what the broadcast is like on ESPN too? Okay, well, I mean,
just kidding. I will, and you should too.
No, I don't know. I always like to at least tune in for one or two plays just to see what it's like. Like I hate the stupid Nickelodeon one where they do the slime and all that shit. Like. If you're gonna do that, then do it on the field. Have slime cannons and blast that shit after a team wins.
Yeah, you guys should tune in. Tune in to ESPN 2 to watch Monsters Inc. ball. And let's see what Jim Harbaugh looks like Monsters Inc. Hopefully they do Monsters Inc. reporters and they get us in there.
I would love to see what it's gonna look like with Jim. Especially with the dude, sometimes like when he's on Colin's show, they have him like this, like he has his camera like this, and like looking down at him. So like when he has his glasses on, he's like he just looks crazy. Like just them.
Facts, though.
All right. On that note, definitely appreciate Kris Rhim jumping on at Kris Rhim 1. Make sure you guys check him out if you guys want to know if Omarion Hampton's in a yellow jersey tomorrow or Quentin Johnston. He's got it all. Make sure you guys follow him. Again, thank you guys so much for jumping on. Jesus.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy.
You need to feature that one.
No. I don't. No. That's crazy. Appreciate everybody so much. Guys, we'll be back on Monday. Don't forget, on Monday, it's going to be the same thing we've been doing. It's going to be Gilbert and Vic and Dan from their places, and Eric Williams and I will be on the road driving back. So make sure you guys tune into that episode. Again, appreciate everybody so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow Kris Rhim. Thank you guys so much. We're out of here. Thank you, Kris.